Hello, beautiful Libra. This is your April 2020 tarot reading. My name is Jenny, and you have stumbled upon a brand new YouTube channel. So welcome, and thank you for spending a little time with me. I hope that what I have to offer helps you along your path, no matter where you are or when you happen to find this video. Any feedback that you have to offer, I would love to hear in the comments down below. Always open to hearing how I can improve, and I know that you will be kind in your feedback. So I was meditating before this and checking in with your energy, Libra, and there was such a gentleness and a sweetness that was coming through, and actually this really intense desire for deep connection, and perhaps it is a result of the social distancing that's going on all around the world, but not everybody is experiencing that deep longing for connection. There are a lot of us introverts who are kind of like, yeah, we got this. Like, no, this is like no different than my regular life. But for you in particular, Virgo, and I haven't really felt this for the other signs so much, but for you in particular, I feel that there is like you just want to like hold those close to you, like even closer. And I think that's so sweet, and that is definitely like something that we can all learn from. And so thank you for putting that energy out into the collective. We definitely need more of that. So this is how it's going to go today anyway. I'm going to draw an animal spirit card for you from Kim Kranz, and then we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot, which is a deck that's new to me that I fell in love with, love at first sight. And then we're going to pull a few oracle cards for guidance at the end. Okay, Libra, let's see where we are. Sea Serpent. Oh my gosh, I just pulled this card for Virgos. So again, the Sea Serpent actually does connect with the mothering energy. And there are some of you out there who have recently had a baby. And I'm sure it's like, yeah, I'm sure that could like go along for somebody or for so many people, but I think that because of this sea serpent that has come out right now, there is definitely an intense mothering energy coming through, and it is very much in alignment with the energy of Mother Nature. And so her energy is very strong right now as she is moving and shifting to rebalance herself and come back into a state of harmony. Like a lot of the damage that we've been doing as human beings on this planet has obviously created and wreaked a lot of havoc. And so now that we've been sort of grounded and put in our rooms, this mother energy from Gaia is rising up and inviting us all to do our own work during this time as well. And so I do want to get back to those of you Libras who have just had a baby. I mean, what an amazing time to bring life into this world. There has never been a more interesting time than right now. You guys will have quite the birth stories to share, I'm sure. And maybe that's some of the sweetness that I was feeling when I was meditating on your energy. Those of you who are nurturing a newborn, and the babies who are being born right now are really the ones that are going to bring about a new way of being on this planet. And so so thank you for the work of being the mother or the father. Okay, we are going to move to the Light Seers Tarot, and I typically do a 9-card spread. And then if I need a little clarification, we can do that as well before we move on to the oracles. So I hope this background isn't too distracting for you, Libra. I do a little video editing on the side, and so it's like super fun for me to like play with different things, and I'm recording this video in Zoom. So if it's too distracting, like let me know, and if you like it, let me know. Like I was like playing around with some of the ones that Zoom has already just sort of like built in. They have like a beach scene, and they have like, you know, the world. Like there's a few things that are kind of cool as well, just like still shots. I mean, I'm not always going to have this background, but I just sort of felt like playing around today. So let me know if you like it or if you hate it, whatever. It's all good. We got to do what we can to like keep ourselves entertained sometimes, you know, especially right now. Okay, Libra. Let's see what we have for you. Nine of Swords. Man, this is like really coming up in every reading. You are tuned into the collective and you are picking up on this anxiety. It's probably impacting your dreams. You are feeling perhaps that this is too big to bear, and that perhaps there's the darkness is too much. But the darkness is never too much. This is, as I said, this is a time for balance. This is when the light is coming through. And so this is like the big tower moment in this particular spiral, in this particular time frame. Two of Swords. So you are spending some time going in and seeing what's there. You're taking advantage of this time of social distancing to reflect on what's gotten you here and reflect on the direction that you want to go from here. Let's see what else we have. The Page of Wands. Exciting new adventure on the way that you're going to bring a lot of energy to. I am getting the feeling that this isn't something that is going to happen anytime in the immediate future, but it is coming up for you, and you are going to tackle this new venture with like a life that you didn't know that you had before. That is going to be so much fun for you. The Chariot, it will probably come in very unexpectedly. It could be a Cancer. This is the card for Cancer. So it could be that you have a Cancer in your life, or that a Cancer will come very swiftly into your life to bring an opportunity or just new ideas for exploration. Another page, we have the Page of Swords. So there's a lot of child exuberant, that sort of exuberant, innocent energy of youth in your reading right now. So this is like, it's like feeling so excited to be participating in, learning, taking on something new. And the energy of that is going to just like, you're going to become like a magnet for everything that you need in order to be successful for that. Five of Swords. This is also coming up in practically every single reading that I'm doing right now. So interesting. And I mean, there is the typical sort of like Five of Swords. There's the typical Five of Swords energy. But for me as a reader, when I see this card, I'm like, I feel this, just like the, you see how this guy does it. He's just like, oh my God. And he's got this like crow just like cawing in his ear. So the overall feeling that is leading to some of this Nine of Swords anxiety is that there is so much chatter. There's so much chatter in the collective, from the media, from social media, from the news, it's like we have lost our ability to hear ourselves think. And so you are, or you will, or sorry about that, you are, or you will, maybe that background is the best idea. If you are at least longing to get here, to like be able to go inside so that you can hear yourself think. And at some point, if you haven't done it yet, because you are experiencing this and you are sort of like suffering from this, and you will take the time to go in and do the reflection that is needed. And there may be some healing that comes up for you too as well. But let's see where we go. The Hierophant. Yes, yes, yes. So you definitely are going to give yourself the time that you need, even if there is, even if you do have a newborn, I see you really cherishing this opportunity for growth and like really enjoying the quiet of that. Ace of Cups. Ooh, I love this card for you. Everything that you, whatever this new opportunity that will be sort of like coming in hot and making you feel all excited like a child and giddy, that you can bring this heart energy, this full love. It's like the infinite love of the universe. You'll be able to bring this in with your whole heart. I'm seeing like there's such a polarity, there's a dichotomy of like joy and pain, right? And so Libra, you as, you know, sort of, you know, the scales of justice, like you are holding the polarity of all of that very well this month. And I'm like, really, it's really nice to see that. I haven't seen that in any of the other signs. And so that's really good work. And that translates out, that energy that you send out, that really balancing, calm, cool, collected, this is in the greater good energy that you're putting out into the universe is going to really help others with this. Death and rebirth, we are right in the middle of it, right? And you're just right in alignment with what's going on in the collective. You see what's happening. You see that the light is bubbling up from the surface, even amongst all of this pain, all of this collective pain, all of these broken systems. Everything is being illuminated, and I feel that you are seeing that in a really holistic way, in a way that maybe other people perhaps aren't seeing it, because you're able to see so many different perspectives, right? It's really good for you, Libra. Let me just take another look here. Okay, a few things that I want to expand on if I wasn't clear. You are picking up on the anxiety of the collective, but these sort of waves are coming in and you are maintaining your balance. It's like there's this, it's like a song that I heard one day. It's like the waves are coming in and I am standing still. It's like you're really grounded in your power and your purpose. And if this isn't making sense for you right now, please check back at the end of the month and see how things shake down for you. But I actually feel that because you're able to see all sides of this, that you're actually going to be quite a good influence on the people in your life. They're seeing you as sort of this shining light in the midst of all of this sort of death and destruction. And you are really in tune with the collective and getting a lot of downloads right now. I think that, and that is one of the things that's helping you feel like strong and connected. And it's also giving you the ability to love in a deeper way. you are going to be able to experience a love that the kind of love, and not just for those in your immediate circle, but for life, and for people, and like even people that you didn't think that you could love. It's like, how do I say this? It's kind of like, it's almost that feeling of enlightenment where you see the beauty in all of it, even in the things that aren't so beautiful, but you see the perfection in everything. And that sense of beauty and awe creates this love and joy like you have never experienced before. It's really quite beautiful. It's giving me chills. And so for those of you Libras out there who are holding this space so beautifully, it's really good work, and this is happening because you have been doing your work. You have been really going deep within, and you've really been questioning, and you've really been releasing. So well done. So we're going to check in with the Moonology, and then we're going to move to the Sacred Rebel deck for some advice on going forward through the month of April, or whatever month you happen to stumble upon this video. You never know how things are going to work out in cyberspace. Okay, balance spirituality and practicality. So I feel that some of you are, you kind of are wanting to stay in this like really inward space because it's feeling so good to you. But at the same time, you also have to tend to the day-to-day matters of life. And so even though this is like, there's such a like, no, I want to swim in the water, it feels so good and it's so warm, but also, you know, you gotta make breakfast. You gotta take care of the things that are sort of like, you know, helping you be in the physical world. And so even though you don't necessarily want to, you do have to balance being a spiritual and a physical being. Let's get one more. Surrender to the divine. This is another card that keeps coming up. So I don't feel that you're necessarily having a problem surrendering to the divine flow, but it might be a theme that you want to keep in the forefront. Notice this month when you find yourself clinging to things. Notice when you find yourself wanting to feel safe, and then allow yourself to surrender to that warm, watery flow that allows all of that goodness to come and like bubble and make you feel like amazing. Because there is divinity in what's going on right now, even though it's like so hard. And I think the month of April is actually going to be brutal on the physical level. But the light workers know what's up. And I think Libra, you can see below the surface, and you know that all of this is happening as it should, as painful as it is. So this is the Sacred Rebels Guidebook by Alana Fairchild, artwork by Autumn Sky, and she's my favorite artist. And this guidebook is actually really beautiful. So whatever card I pull from you, I'm just going to read it straight from the guidebook because I couldn't say it any better myself, and she gets really deep. I recommend that everyone pick up this deck. The guidebook looks like this. And it includes like a healing process, which is usually a visualization that you can do. It doesn't take a lot of time, but it's good work. It's really powerful work that you can do in a short period of time. So let's see what we get for you, Libra. Feeling really good about you this month, Libra. I'm really proud of you. You've been through the fire. But you've maintained your balance. I know that's like hard for you sometimes, but you've done well. You've done well, and you are like a beacon for others. You'll be an example for others. And then the love that you have is filtering out into the collective and helping people, and they don't even know that's what's going on. I like it. Okay, Libra. Spirals of manifestation. Ooh, I like this. So this, and look at, but just, can you just take a moment and look? Let me see if I can get this artwork where there's not crazy glares on it, but just look at that. It's so beautiful. Spirals of manifestation. And that's really, like, that's part of what we're all going through right now. That is what the earth is going through right now. There is a rebirth. Every time we go through these spirals, birth, life, death, rebirth, we come out on the other side of that spiral even stronger. And so it is just an ongoing evolutionary process. And we just happen to be in a really powerful shift that's happening right now. But it truly is in the highest good of all. So let's see what we have for you with this card, Libra. Man, I'm just feeling all the warm fuzzies for you. The last reading I did was much more difficult, but this is a nice way to top off the last one. Okay. The creative, rebellious path of love moves in spirals. It is not linear. Sometimes our mind decides that the way forward is to take clear steps from one point to the next logical point. However, there is a genius within that can guide us on an alternative route. If there is an unnecessary pothole or delay in the typical linear path of progression and the curved loop in the path will be quicker, more fun, and more beautiful, then why not allow yourself to be guided to that path? Like, this is the quick, this is the fast, beautiful path that you're going to be on, and feeling so good about it. This can happen through trust and wisdom rather than rigid adherence to what on the surface appears to be logical progression. And Libra, we all know that you strive for this sense of logic in your life, and this surrendering to the divine is what's really going to allow even more and more magic into your life. So you are in the midst of a spiral of manifestation. Something is coming into being, even if you think it is further away than ever before. How amazing it will seem when what you have been dreaming of falls into place. Suddenly you've been thinking of creating will plonk right into your reality. It like will be coming in. It's so hot. Seemingly out of nowhere, because it was just around the bend, just out of view on the spiral of manifestation, and you couldn't see it coming. This oracle has a message for you. Sometimes when we feel the furthest away from what we want, we are actually closer than ever before. Just one turn on the spiral loop of creation can see your manifestation taking root in the world. You must hold true to your faith and keep working on your progress. Forget about believing it when you see it. Any old soul or any young soul can do that. You are a bigger, braver, and more ancient soul. And there's a whole lot more than this. So I'm just gonna skim it really quick. Pay attention to the synchronicities. There's no point in rushing this right now. You don't need the anxiety that comes from like being in a hurry. Everything is like unfolding in the harmony that it is supposed to unfold in. And so this is your healing process. So if you could just take a moment, Libra, and settle in and take a few deep breaths. Now, say out loud, spirals of creation, spirals of light. You bring my manifestation to life. I trust in your wisdom and in your grace. Help me be wise and keep the faith. And then you can repeat that as many times as you need to. And so I hope this was helpful for you, Libra. And if this message resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. Would love to know how you feel about it. And I'm wishing you so much love throughout this month, and I will see you again in May.